Today we're going to be putting on our own tires, 2019 Chevy Traverse. I got some Goodyear tires off Amazon shipped straight to the house. These are some Goodyear Assurance Finesse, 255 by 20. Got a Harbor Freight tire machine, and we're going to do it ourselves. It's going to fall right in place. It's a workout. There you go. Next, we're going to jack the car up and put it on jack stands. It's 3-ton jack stands. There is a lip there on the frame, you can see. Alright, we'll spin these off. I got them broken. Taking this tire off here. So she's free. Let's get this thing off of there. Okay. Alright, next step, we're going to take the valve stem out and let all the air out. You got this little tool. It's got like a bracket at the end, and it takes your valve stem out. So let's start on that. Alright, we could let a little air out with this too, but it's just easier just to pull the stem out. Just go slow because it's going to want to explode. And you should wear glasses. You don't want this popping out in your eye or face. So I kind of put my fingers here to catch that. And there it is, right on the edge of the tool. Let all that air. Okay, that's it. That's the air valve. That's what holds all the air in your tire. It screws in there. Little rubber seal. Okay, next step, we're going to break the bead. I do got like a rubber mat at the bottom, so don't scratch these wheels up. And this is soap and water. Just going to spray this all the way around the edge just to... Alright, so put this tool in there. We're going to start all the way around. It's just a slow manual process. You want to watch this shoe. You don't get too close. But you can still hear air coming out. So just gonna go all the way around. Keep doing this. Okay, so next we just keep going around the rim, and if you like hard manual labor, it's really a workout. But eventually you just keep going. It doesn't look like you're doing much, but now this, you can see it is totally broken. You got to watch this. You don't want to be too close because you'll scuff your rim on the inside. But this is ready to go. Let's go to the other side. Tip underneath here is a 2019, so there is a pressure monitor system. So we're going to put a piece of tape. We don't want to push down here because we could damage that. So anywhere around it is just fine. And let's do the same thing all the way around. Alright, so same thing. Mine's actually a little bent. I need to weld that back. But just keep going around and it will pop. So, alright, so next this comes with a pad, but there's rubber here, but I don't like it that much. I got 2 old towels that I cut up, and then you'll see it really puts like a impression on there. So I just like this to be safe, and then this part here sticks up, and we can put our tire on. Before we do that, we got to pop out the center cap, and it just snaps in there. Try to catch it so don't get scratched. All right, next we're going to mount this on our Harbor Freight tire machine. It really does take 2 people because you need somebody to guide this in the lug nut hole. So here we go. So just the center and give that a push. Right there. There you go. All right, so that locks it in. Okay, next step. This is a painted wheel that's not scratched up. So I do another towel with a hole in it and look for that lug nut. Just a precaution. Okay. this gets locked down on top, there's a little groove where your lug nut is. And now we're going to screw the cap on. Okay, we use our big leverage, and we just go around and tighten this down. It doesn't have to be super tight, it doesn't take much. Next is our duckbill mounts. And I got this one off of eBay. Somebody custom made it with this duckbill. You can get that real expensive Lucid Air, but it is like $300 itself. So this middle section just goes over tire. The duckbill goes into the rim, and then this screws in. And now we're going to lock this, so you can see that as close as possible. All right, so see how this free spins all the way around. There's a groove inside there. And also here is a piece of tape. That is your pressure monitor system. So we're going to avoid that. We're going to go all the way around, and by the time we get here, it should be popped out. So now let's lock this down. All right, next we got our soap and water, and we're going to go all the way around again. We want to lube that up. Okay, good tip. This duckbill always goes the same way, which is counterclockwise. The only thing that matters is which way the tire's oriented. So up above this is to remove it, below it is to put the tire on. So now I've got some plastic guards on this and some tape. We're going to lift this tire up. There's your bill, and we're going to lift this above that. Just like that. All right, so now that we got started, we have 2 of these in. Now Heather's going to go around. So this one is kind of sticking. Let's go slow, slow. Hold on, I'm losing it. Okay, go. Kind of guiding this one on there. And should go all the way around. Okay, I'm letting mine go. Go ahead. That should take it right off. Now we could lose this spoon. And there it is, go all around. All right, that'll bring it right up. Okay, next part. All right, Juliana's gonna hold that side up, and we're gonna start this bottom over that duckbill piece the same way. You gotta hold it up. Okay, and there is a pretty good gap. You just gotta fish it through and get through to that. Okay, so now I am on it. Okay. All right, keep going. Slow it down, slow it down. Okay, go. Keep going. Okay, it's good. All right, stop for a second. I need to readjust. Just locking back. Okay, go. Okay. Go ahead.
Want me to stop?
Keep going, keep going. Okay, all the way around. All right, got my spoon out of there. Go. There we go. That's it. Good night. All right, so these are the old Continental, and we've had these on since brand new. We have 64,000 miles on our Traverse. And they kind of dry rotted, and then we noticed this like gash in there. It didn't make any road noise, but you know, I'm always just checking vehicle out. And wear bar is close. I don't know how good you could see it, but time for new ones. These new Goodyear should be a quieter, smoother, softer ride. Let's mount them up. All right, same thing. Lube this all up, all the way around. And we're going to throw this new Goodyear on. Pretty easy. Okay, so our new Goodyears got this yellow line. I kind of looked up what they were, but they're non-directional, so I'm going to put these on the outside. And we'll give these a spray. So here's the new tire, and we're just gonna throw this on. All right, so next to mount it, we're going just the opposite. This is gonna be angled just like this. So now we're doing the opposite, but we're going the same way, all the way around. All right, let's go. That should push it right down on there. It does get tight, but there you go. All right. All right, next, so the tire's pretty much mounted. We just have that the last part to go around. And this is a wheel lock, like a tire lock. And I'm going to put it on the opposite side that we're working. And then we're going to go around. Around. We don't need this yet, but we do it 2 people. I'm kind of holding this, and that is pushing it right on the rim. And it is holding, so this is a pretty soft tire. And this is the last part. It's going to fall right in place. It's a workout. There you go. It's on. Put some air in. Mount it up. Nice job. All right, so now we're just going to loosen everything up. And we're ready to put air on here. And we're going to bow balance it. So, all right, so our duckbill is off. This top comes off. Everything in reverse. And we'll put some air in there. And we'll seat the tire. All right, our valve stem back in there. And some people leave them out to put the air in, but my air compressor seems like it does pretty good. I'm going to start it on the machine, but a lot of times you got to stand it up sideways just to get it to seat. All right, so now I'm going to add air, and you kind of push this around. Sometimes it will seat, but all right, so now I got my compressor as high as it'll go at 150. You kind of just shake this around, and it should seat. Oh, yeah. All right, the back should go first. Here's the top. You don't want to go over. This is already starting to seat. Let's look at the back. Back is almost got. There you go. Look at that. See, I almost hit my finger. All right, so we don't want to go past 40 psi is what this tire says. So we're probably at 16, 17, but I am going to check it. So, all right, so we're going to check the psi now because it is sealed, and it's only at 8. So we got a lot of room to go, but this is our last part to pop. All right, you want to make sure your hands are away from that gap, and you got glasses on and all that good safety stuff. Because it does pop with a pretty good amount of pressure. All right, we missed the pop, but it was loud. So it's seated. We're gonna check the air pressure, and then we're going to balance it. Okay, we're going to. So it's seated. Everything popped. The bead popped, and we want to balance this at about 35, and that's 34.8. Perfect. Let's get it on the balancing machine. Okay, so this bubble balancer machine, I don't know how good you can see that, but the bubble right now is right in the center. You can't adjust it with these screws. But now we're going to set the tire on and see how far off we are. Okay, so there are some wheel weights in here. We're just going to kind of check. A lot of times you don't need to do anything. All right, let's put this on. It really helps with 2 people. And we'll go right in the center. And drop this down. Alright, let's see where she's at. I like to give it a little push and see. And that looks really good. So, I don't know how good you can see it on camera, but it is perfectly balanced with the weights that are in place. We're going to go ahead and put this back on the SUV. All right, so now we're just putting the tire back on, and we'll go for a test drive and check out our tire pressure monitoring system.
I think the dog would like for you to throw her toy.
You're fucking with me. Fuck you. It looks good. The other side are rub scratches from the curb. Alright, so we got them mounted on the car. Only thing left to do now is go for a test drive. So we saved a bunch of money putting them on ourselves with our tire machine. And I'm excited. I can't wait. Thanks for watching. Alright, we are driving. The fronts are at 34 both PSI. I'll adjust them later. Just want to give it a good feel, and they sound really good, and every time you hit a bump you can hear it almost like an old 70s car, that little thump of air. So it is very, very smooth, good cushion, and good pickup. We're gonna hit the highway. I'm happy. Got it. Wait, stop. Did you get the back popping? Yeah, we were just at 20. Ready? Go.
It's been dull.